Hello everybody, this is Allshouse Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Yakuza 3. In the previous episode, we made the discovery... Well, first we helped Rikia reconnect with an old friend that was using him, but it all worked out in the end. And then afterwards we discovered that Majima is somehow also involved in this scheme. We're not sure how. But of course, Yakuza being Yakuza, a whole lot of sub-stories have popped up. So we gotta clean those up. There is one that I'm gonna be skipping over, potentially two. But, yeah, we'll be coming back to those later, of course. Now, for this one, and I have to say allegedly at this one, because we have been seeing that some things just aren't accurate in the guide that I'm using, which is actually very odd, because... the ones I use for Yakuza have always been very accurate. But anyways, you allegedly need to have completed the returnee. Now, you also apparently need to go to Park Boulevard, west of West Park, and you'll see a dude in black. Speak to him, he'll mumble something about the M store in Chichifuku before taking off. However, I've already tested it. Yeah, I didn't talk to anybody like that, to my memory. Feel free to correct me if I actually did accidentally talk to someone like that. And then you come here. Come here, head all the way to the back. Hey, give me all the money in the register, and be quick about it. Your life's worth more than your job, right? Robbery? Okay, I'll get you the money right away, sir. Just don't hurt me. Stop effing around and clean out the register. Cut the crap. What do you think you're doing? Who the hell are you, asshole? You want to die today? I should be asking you that. And because the engine can't handle doing fights inside the store, we gotta take it outside. Give it up. If you take this any further, you'll go to prison. I don't have a choice, man. Don't be a hero. I don't want to have to kill you. And yet you're going to try anyways. Trying to practice my tiger drop, but, yeah, timing is very tight on that one. What the hell are you? It's over. Turn yourself in now and you'll get a light sentence. No way. I can't get caught. I have to do this for her. I have to. For her. Out of my way. What happened to that criminal? Sorry, you got away. Is your cashier okay? Just fine. We've still got all our money and no one was injured. Wait, we have to chase down that criminal. I've got to call the police. I hate to be so bold, but could you go after that robber? We'd really appreciate it. The robber had something else going on. What was he talking about? Yeah, we'll go after him. Alright, leave him to me. Thank you, sir. I'll pay you for your service, so please go after him. I'll go after the robber. You call the cops. Yes, sir. I'll call them right now. That guy's quick on his feet. There's no trace of him. I need to ask around for witnesses. Did you see a guy come flying out the convenience store just a minute ago? People are going in and out of there all the time. What was he wearing? Pretty sure he was dressed in a black jacket. He had a black jacket on. Oh, okay. I saw a guy in a black jacket running out towards Children's Park. Children's Park? Got it. Alright. I should be safe here. No, you're not. Hey! You've got nowhere else to run. How the hell did you find me? I'm not going to the cops. Ah, jeez. There we go. damn it. I'm not gonna let you mess this up. Yoshio, please stop doing all this. Akemi, what are you doing here? A police officer was asking me all these questions about a convenience store robbery and some investigation. I didn't want to believe it. Well, I did it, but this is the only way I can make you happy. Because my ex left me in debt? That's not anything for you to worry about, Yoshio. But, Akemi, you're pregnant. What are we going to do about the baby? What kind of father would I be if I let our child start out life in debt? If you keep working hard, we can make it through somehow. What am I going to do if you're arrested? What do I tell him when he asks about you? I don't know. So that's what this is all about. Turn yourself in, man. Turn yourself in. It's your first offense, right? No money was stolen, so it's a petty crime. You won't be getting locked up. So it's a petty crime you won't be getting locked up for. But think about your kid. It's a lot harder to have a dad in jail than parents in debt, right? That's right. I wonder if you're not there when our child is born, Yoshio. I just couldn't deal with that. Kemi, I'll go with you to the police. Alright. You know, I actually feel kind of grateful to you, guy. You helped us sort out this mess. So I'm going to turn myself into the cops now. And you're right. I want to clean myself up before I hold my kid. Well, it's time for us to pay a visit to the police now. And thanks for all your help. That's what happened. I see. That robber knew he was making a mistake all along. Robbing a convenience store wouldn't get him nearly enough to pay off that heavy debt anyway. You know, I've got a little one of my own, and I can sort of empathize with how panicked that guy must have been. I'll go give my testimony to police now, and I'll do what I can to get him a lighter sentence. Oh, yeah, and here's that payment I promised you. It's not much, but I'd like you to take it. Well, I'd better get going. Okay, now then, there should be, a new sub-story down by Serena. I will see you guys there. Alright, out front in New Serena, should be an old man right here. Just can't afford to pay those costly renovations. Say there, you ever heard of a construction company called Ashimoto Renovations around these parts? Ashimoto Renovations? Never heard of them. The address should be right around here, but I just can't figure it out. Okay. Interesting. Now we want to head into New Serena. Oh, perfect timing, Kiryu-san. I need to go pick up some supplies. Think you could look after the place while I'm gone? I guess I could. Sure, I'll do it. I don't know much about bartending, though. No problem. There's nobody in here right now anyway, and with a big guy like you behind the counter, I don't have to worry about security. Got it. Don't be long. Wonderful. I'll be back soon. Still no customers. Wait, somebody's coming.
Hello?
You the owner here? We're from Ashimoto Renovations. We're based in the city, but we mainly renovate old buildings all over Kamurocho. Ashimoto Renovations. Never heard that name before. Well, this building's pretty darn old. I'll bet it was built before earthquake-proof construction was implemented. What I'm really worried about is termites, because those little buggers will eat away at the foundation. Mind if we take a look? It won't take long. Termites. Pretty sure this building's made of concrete. No. No, we're gonna refuse them. No, this place is made of concrete. Not exactly a delicacy for termites. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that, buddy. Guess we got our buildings mixed up. But what about your plumbing? Got any leaks? Bad pipes? I think we better check out the plumbing to be on the safe side. I think plumbing was just fixed. No thanks. We just had the plumbing fixed, so I'm sure it's fine. Oh, yeah, well, if you say so. But before we go, what's your smoke alarm situation? They're required by law, you know. They were just talking about that on TV. You gotta pay a hefty fine if you don't got no smoke alarms. And a lot of people have paid dearly when fires break out without warning. Smoke alarms? Pretty sure this place had them put in a long time ago. No need. Pretty sure this place had smoke alarms put in a while back. Oh, yeah? Well, I hope you're right. That's enough. This place is fine, so get out. What the hell is your problem? We were nice enough to come down here and help, and now you try to chase us out? Maybe we ought to teach you some manners, Pops. I'm dying to learn some. Let's take it outside. You're gonna regret this in more ways than one, pal. Yeah, I sincerely doubt that. My effing collarbone! Stop cheating people out of their money. Okay, time to find my next customer. Oh, wait. She's here already. I'm back. Did you get any customers? No. You know, I was just talking to a restaurant owner nearby. He was telling me there are a lot of renovation scams going around lately. People asking about termites, smoke alarms, and such. Those men on their way out had coveralls on, so I thought they might be a couple of phony renovators. Did something happen while I was gone? No, nothing important. Really? Well, here's something for your trouble. You did me a big favor, after all. Huh? I couldn't make you watch the place for free. But I pretty much just stood around the whole time. And I can't take money from you after all you've done for me. I'm a proud Kamurocho woman. I refuse to make you work without paying. Just take it and make me happy. Alright, if you insist. Yeah, she knows. I might ask for your help again sometime now that I know I can count on you. Okay, then. Now then, there is another sub... So those renovators were a couple of scam artists after all. Oh, hey there. Did you ever find that construction company you were looking for? Sure did. In fact, they swindled me out of my money with some phony renovations. But I heard their president was just arrested by the police. Arrested? Apparently some of their workers were in the hospital with some injuries, and they were identified by law enforcement there. I see. Will you be getting your money back then? Well, the police said they'll get my money back for me, so I can rest well in my old age. I'd sure like to shake the person's hand who smashed up those blasted renovation workers and sent them to the hospital. What, you're not going to offer your hand, Kiryu? Well, at least everything worked out, including for the old man. Honestly, people who try to swindle the old are just scum. Now then, we do now have another sub-story unlocked. And we want to head to Sushi Jin for it. Nope, here it is. Welcome, let me show you to your seats. Right this way. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. What can I make for you today? We have some beautiful tuna, red meat, fatty belly, seared cheek. You name it. How about it? Care to try our tuna today? Yeah, sure. It does sound delicious. Sure then, the tuna. You got it. One tuna medley coming right up. Oh. The tuna they got here today is just so damn good. Of course, they got their stock from me, but even so. Oh, sorry to butt in like that. The name's Sawada. I guess you could call me a tuna professional. I run a fishery. When I see someone who loves good tuna, well, I just have to speak up. Hope I'm not bothering you. No, not at all. But you're a big tuna fan, am I right? Heck, I can tell just by looking at you. I'm not having to catch them. The real tuna connoisseurs are the ones who always go after the nicely marbled meat. They always look tough. Interesting take. But you know, you'd better get your tuna eating in now before it's too late. What do you mean? They're disappearing from our oceans. I heard this big-shot scholar guy say if we keep fishing tuna like we have been, they'll be extinct in the near future. Now that you mention it, I think I remembered hearing something like that in the news. So now we've got a problem where you want to enjoy your tuna, but you can't, in good conscience, fish for them. Real killer dilemma, right? It's a tough situation, but all hope is not lost. That's where tuna farming comes in. Ever heard of that? Maybe on the news or something? No, that's a new one. Come on, you've got to pay attention to the news. Why, tuna is a jewel of the sea. Isn't that right, chef? If a sushi chef runs out of tuna, he may as well close up shop for the day. Tuna's a jewel, all right. Backbone of our sushi economy. See? That's exactly what I mean. So tuna farming is the way of the future. Farmed tuna will save Japan. I'm thinking of using my fishery to face the challenge of tuna farming head on. They have this special food for tuna, too. It's guaranteed to fatten them up bigger than you've ever seen in only half a year. I'm looking for investors at 10,000 yen a pop for what I call that tuna fund. Catch your name, don't you think? With enough investors, I can expand the tuna farm. Once we start bringing in the big money, we'll all take a share. So, want to invest in the tuna fund? Get your wallet fatter than one of my fish? You'll never find a juicier opportunity, I can tell you that much. Now then, we're gonna agree to do so. Sounds sketchy, but alright. Suppose it won't hurt to invest a little. Come on, don't be shy. A real man should dive in head first. We even started to eat sashimi in China, don't you know? Tuna sales are going through the roof. Tuna hauls are shrinking, but more and more people are eating it. The price is gonna soar any day now. That's where my company's farm tuna comes in. If we raise them up nice and big and then sell them off, we'll be rich in no time. I'm selling shares at 10,000 yen apiece. How many shares would you like? Now then, the more shares that you get, the bigger your reward will be. 100 shares will cost you 1,000,000 yen, but if you get the money for it, which we do, go for it. Trust me, you'll get your money back, but it's gonna be a while. Matter of fact, we won't be able to do this until finish this until chapter 10. Let's go with 100 shares. My goodness, 100 shares. Thank you very much indeed. Now, if you'll just fill out this application here. Perfect. Now that's settled, I just need your payment. I'll send out status updates on my tuna farm via email. That'll be something to look forward to, eh? I'm off to find some more investors. Thanks again, and I'll see you around. Thank you, sir. Please come again soon. Alrighty then. Well, we've got that taken care of, and like I said, we won't be able to finish it off until later on. We got a couple more sub-stories, but like I said, I'm gonna hold off on doing one of them until later. And it's part of the Mr. Triand series. Okay, but instead we can take care of this one. This one. You gotta relax, man. Lucky for you, we got a special today. 5,000 yen for all you can drink. On top of that, you can pick any babe you want. How about it? Too expensive. That's too much. Lower the price and maybe I'll think about it. Don't be like that, man. Back again. Tell you you're looking for a good time. Let me give you a straight, chief. You look like a guy who knows what he's about. Tell you what, 2 hot chicks and all you can drink for 5,000 yen. Sound good? Too expensive. Still too rich for my blood. You're not gonna add anything else? You're killing me here. Been cruising around for a while. What business you in? Not scouting for hostesses, are you? If you're not, then how about you drop by our club and join the party? You want a cold drink or maybe a hot girl? All you gotta do is pick a girl, and I personally guarantee you'll get a date with her afterwards. Too expensive. Not that price. Let's throw a couple more bonuses in. Man, work with me here. Good clubs are hard to find, know what I mean? But we've got it all. Check this out. You want to extend time? I can get you extended time. 2 whole hours for just 1,000 yen. Can't beat that. See, buddy? I got you a personal special discount, so come to our party. Let's come party at our club. Nope. 1,000 yen, huh? Not bad, but I could find cheaper. Are you kidding me, man? Let's see. That's right. All this shit 100% free because I know you'll dig the club so much you'll end up a regular. First time's free, buddy, so you're gonna come party, right? Lead the way. Sounds good. Lead the way. You're gonna love it, my man. Right this way. Hey, this doesn't look like much of a club. Ha, that's because it isn't, Sherlock. You looked like you had cash, so I brought you here for a dance. So this guy's our sucker of the day? Yep, he looks loaded, but this cheapskate kept trying to haggle with me. Let's throw in a complimentary ass-kicking. I hate it when enemies can just stun lock you with weaponry. I want to try something. Because I remember there was a heat action I believe we unlocked. Diesel, no. Tech. Wait, hold on. No. Essence of finishing, slamming, swinging, fear. Why near a scared enemy with a weapon? Nah, don't think he was scared long enough for me to... Now then, if you chose to get it over with quickly, you'll get 50,000 yen. If you refused all times, you get 100,000. Ah, I'm really, really sorry. Here's some free advice. Before you go picking fights, make sure you know what you're up against. Yes, sir. I'll remember that. I promise. Please take this. It's all I got, really. Okay, then. There are no new sub-stories popping up, so I think it's about time we got the story moving. There's another one that we can get, but that requires beating the, one sub-story, but I want to hold off on doing that one until later. Anyways, like I was saying, I'm gonna wait to take on that sub-story until later on, once we've unlocked something else. Oh, I did remember that there was a revelation that we still need to get. He said... Yeah, here we are. He underestimated his son because he was lying down. Another revelation. I never had anyone to demand presents from when I was young, so seeing kids innocently ask for the things honestly makes me a bit jealous. But these toys are definitely not the kind for a child. This revelation didn't come from the dad, but from the raging kid. My condolences to his father. You learned the essence of reversal. Alrighty then. Let's head on in. Just a minute, son. You're not heading to West Park, are you? was planning to. Is something wrong? Well, I wouldn't say that, but hardly anyone ever goes there since the Majima family swooped in. Let's see. I thought all the homeless people who lived here were kicked out. What are you doing here? Guess I just couldn't say goodbye. Been here too long. Even the homeless can get attached to their surroundings, you know? Yeah, actually, I know just about everything there is to know about this park. Go ahead and ask me a question. Try and stump me. Well, I don't really have any questions. Oh, I find that hard to believe. Come on, I bet you got loads of them. If you don't ask me now, you'll regret it. We'll start simple. Take this place's name, for example. I bet you don't know why it's called West Park, even though it's on the northeast side of Kamurocho. Origin of the park's name. Now then, let's see. Ask for answers, but you can just say, yeah, I know on all of them. Yeah, why do they call it West Park? Well, why do you think? Was it just a mistake? Precisely. I suppose it's not the most interesting answer, but yeah, it was just a mistake from someone at City Hall. Happens, I guess. Apparently, the head of town planning at the city at Hall was kind of sloppy and messed up the name on the map. The park was open almost 4 years before anybody noticed. Guess some people figured there must have been a good reason to name the park like that, so they never questioned it. I can see how that would happen. It wasn't until they received an inquiry from someone who visited the park that the mistake was brought to light. Suppose they could have changed it to East Park, but it's not like it had another West Park to compete with, so they just decided to leave it as is. That's quite a quite a story. Granted, most of us just call the place Purgatory now, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Guess not. Now then, do you know why they call this place Purgatory? By all means, tell me. Traditionally speaking, Purgatory is a place between this world and the next where the dead are purified before they're sent off to heaven. In other words, people thought there was another world beyond this one. So this side of the door is the land of the living, and the other side is the land of the dead? In a way. You see, compared to the outside world, this park is just a bit closer to heaven. At least, that's how it was for us homeless people. We didn't have to worry about cops harassing us, or some punk kids trying to beat us up. Considering what happened back in the 80s, yeah, you did. The streets of Kamurocho were like hell compared to Purgatory. That explains a lot. I guess one man's hell is another man's heaven. Used to be a secret network of rooms beneath Purgatory where the wealthy could drink and gamble all they wanted. But now it's deserted, the place is a lot more in common with hell than it does heaven. What's it like now? That's one question I can't answer. If you're looking to find out, you'll have to go inside and see for yourself. You want to be real careful, though. Alright. By the way, have you ever heard of a man they call the Florist of Sai? Yeah, I know him pretty well. He's a legendary foreman who ran his whole operation out of Purgatory. Got his name because he'd deliver info to his clients in a bouquet of flowers. Wonder what he's up to now. Florist moved his base of operations to Millennium Tower during the incident with the Jingweon Mafia, then went back to Purgatory. Not sure where he is now, though. Guess I should have asked Date-san about it. That's all I have to say. Sorry to bother you, son. Can't say for sure if Majima-san's my friend or my foe. I need to be ready for anything before I head inside. Let's head inside. What happened to all the construction? Majima family.
Majimaの兄さん。
すまんの、キリュウちゃん。驚かせてしもうて。
これは。
ま、俺なりの防御策や。最近は危のうて、堂々と事務所構えることもできへんからな。ようこそ真島組へ。ま、地下でゆっくり話でもしようや。
Got just the place in mind. Don't go falling behind, Kiryu-chan. Like, I know it's probably a difference between the Kiwami version and the regular versions, but there was a whole lot of construction here back in Yakuza 2. Like, it's where the big finale took place. What happened to all that? I know just where he's taking me. Last stop, Kiryu-chan. Coliseum. Only things fighting in there now are the dust bunnies. It's nice and quiet. You got my word, shall we? Okay.
Natsukashi no. 2年前まではここで俺も戦っとった。
Got fond memories trading blows with you here, Kiryu-chan. Too bad it's a damn ghost town now. Been so for about a year now. Something else came up, pulled my attention away. Something like the Okinawa resort deal. Guess the Viper's out of the bag, huh? Majima-san, why did you do it? Why get involved? I was keeping my eye out for Daigo, just like we promised. What do you mean? I was just trying to make shit easier for him. You know how intense all that politics bull can get. But Daigo didn't want any part of the resort deal. That's what got him shot, right? Been wondering about that myself. Majima-san. Kiryu-chan. I don't think you could have come up with this whole resort scheme on your own. You have to be working with someone. Question is, who is it? Why aren't you saying anything? Majima-san, tell me the truth. Now.
Kiryu-chanよ。こんな俺にもな、極道としての筋っちゅうもんがあるんや。たとえ俺がそいつにはめられたとしても、ただで口割るようなことはできへん。
Ladies and gentlemen, ついにあの伝説の男たちがリングの上に戻ってきました。
そういうことか。
俺の口を割らせたかったら、喧嘩で白黒つけてからにしようやないか。
そうだったな。俺らはいつもそうやって生きてきたんだったな。
闘技場の絶対王者、大島の竜、桐生一馬 vs 世 赤眼の魔王島野の狂犬こと闘技場の帝王真島五郎。2年ぶりに帰ってきた怪物2人、果たしてこのリングで生き残るのはどちらの怪物か。
いや桐生ちゃんはずっと変わらんな。ほら嬉しいでやっぱり俺らにはこのやり方がお似合いや。
ああ、そうだな。
さあ手加減はなしや。思いっきり行くで桐生ちゃんや。
今ゴングです。
Alright, so unlike in Chapter 1, he's got his Demon Fire Blade. He is faster, stronger, tougher. Best bet is short combos. Ow. Don't try to get fancy or he'll just speed through and overwhelm you. And I already need to heal. I get he's a boss, but he's blocking way too much. Button mash as hard as I can, but I can't break out of that. Yeesh, finally actually got a combo in on him. Come on. Oof, okay, he's got a counter for the tiger drop. Good to know. Oh, come on! Why even bother with the button prompt? do something? Oh. I hate this. It's like I go in thinking I can Tiger Drop him, and then nope. No, then it suddenly goes to a button, to a QTE. I'm not going to do the knockdown, because again, it's better suited for multiple enemies, not one. And again, they time these finishers way too late. Like, it's supposed to be some big finishing move that takes your opponent down for good. And yet, the majority of the time, it just... Finally.
Shusha! Kiryu Kazuma!
やっぱりごっついな、キリュウちゃんよ。ほな、約束や。ゆっくり奥で話でもしようか。
ああ。
All right. So, you want to know who gave me the hookup with that guy Suzuki, huh? He's some kind of minister or something, right? Well, it was Hamazaki. What? Yep, he's been trying to poke his grubby little fingers into that Okinawa deal ever since he learned the Tojo were helping scrounge up the land for it. But Daigo walked, right? What was poor old Hamazaki gonna do? Take matters into his own hands, that's what. Pick up where Daigo left off, snatch up the rights to the resort. So he phoned up Suzuki, boasted about having bigger balls than the Tojo, and that was that. Game, set, Hamazaki. And that's when he offered you the construction contract. Yep, didn't make sense why he'd come to me with such a juicy offer. It's all crystal effing clear now. What do you mean? Kiri-chan, you saw that photo of me and Suzuki chumming around, right? Got a damn good idea of who let it slip. Hamazaki. But why? Proof someone was dealing with Suzuki on behalf of the Tojo and that this someone was me. That kind of shit hits the news, me and Suzuki would be in the slammer quicker than you can say false imprisonment. All Hamazaki'd have to do is swoop in and clean up the scraps. He'd make a damn killing. Enough to stop him blowing up any more Chinese joints, that's for sure. Sounds like he's more vulture than man. Yep. That resort shit's not the only thing he's gunning for either. There's more? Oh, yes. Last time I was with him, he looked me square in the eye, said he wanted Kamurocho all to himself. Only one way to interpret that. Which is what? Think about it, Kiryu-chan. Daigo and Kashiwaka get filled with lead, you beat the snot out of Kanda, the whole city's fair game, and Hamazaki's ready to pounce. But how could he have known all that would happen? If you ask me, he planned it from the start. Everything falling into place so perfectly, is just a teensy bit too convenient, don't you think? I guess. And his ultimate goal is taking over Kamurocho? Not just that. There's one more head in his crosshairs. The Tojo clan.
それだけじゃねえようだぜ。久しぶりじゃねえか、桐生。
花屋。
I haven't seen you in what, 2 years? Somewhere around that, yeah. Didn't think I'd find you down here again. Pretty steep fall from that loft up in the Millennium Tower. Heh, you're telling me. Anyway, Majima-san here's letting me borrow the place. Lost the rights to my prior place after all that stuff went down 2 years ago. Guess that makes sense. Now, about Hamazaki. Right, you said there's more to it? You bet there is. Seems he's fixing to pawn off the whole resort to the Chinese once it's built. The what? Take a gander at this. Yep. Lau Ka Long, leader of the Snakeflower Triad, the Chinese syndicate you brought crashing down 4 years ago. What does he have to do with all this? Well, after he survived his first run-in with you, he skulked back to China, waiting for an opportunity to strike back. That's when he found the Hamazaki family, a far distant branch of the Tojo that so far hadn't done much more than ruffle a few feathers in the Yokohama suburb. But with the Snakeflower Triad's backing, Hamazaki laid claim to every last speck of the city, a feat that saw him shoot up through the Tojo clan ranks. Next is this. What am I looking at? The key here is the jumbled papers on the table. This is more than any old pile of scrap, though. It's a contract between Hamazaki and Lau Ka Long, tying the Snakeflower Triad into the resort deal. Contract for what exactly? From what I can tell, Hamazaki is planning to build some top-secret mega casino under the resort. That contract makes it so the Snakeflower Triad are the ones running it, probably to pay them back for helping him conquer Yokohama. Hamazaki must be working pretty closely with Suzuki if he's serious about pulling this off. Agreed. Gotta say, a small-time Yakuza operation making a meteoric rise like this is pretty damn unheard of. Didn't realize Hamazaki was balls deep in this shit. One question, Florist. Why do you know all this? Astute observation. Truth of it is, I was hired to dig up dirt on Hamazaki about 6 months ago. Hired? By who? Let me guess. Yep, Daigo Dojima. What? You didn't tell me Daigo was lining your pockets. Explain yourself, Florist. Alright, normally I'm not too keen on divulging my clients' identities, but I think Daigo would forgive me given the circumstances. When did he first approach you? A year or so back. Said he was hot on the heels of a traitor in the Tojo clan. Hamazaki, huh? I'm getting there. Anyway, Daigo came to me worried that someone was conspiring to commandeer the resort deal behind his back. Someone in the Tojo clan. So I worked with Daigo, sent some of my boys into the family offices, and pinched as much info as I could. Which is how you got your hands on that photo. Yep. And what you found out was Hamazaki was scheming to shoot Daigo and Kashiwagi, right? Probably. What do you mean, probably? If I wanted ambiguous bullshit, I would have gone to a fortune teller. Listen, I only started looking into all this again after Daigo got shot. But that's when a new actor showed up on the stage.
これは
驚いたか。まあお前にとっちゃ一番ゆかりのある人間に瓜二つだからな。何か匂うな。
一体この男誰なんだ。
なんだこの絵は。どういうことなんだ。
ボス、カムロ町におかしな連中が。
何？
ラウ・カーロ。
喂，
有什么事？
把这个男的给我找出来。
是。
桐生、こいつは
力也。
どうやらラウはジャカの連中を使ってお前の相方を探し回っているらしいな。
Well, shit.
もしもし。
俺だ、桐生だ。
ああ、兄貴。どうしたんですか。
お前、今どこにいる。
いや、起きたら兄貴がいなかったんで、一人で街をぶらついてるんですけど。ああ、なんだあれ。
どうした、力也、何かあったのか。おい、
誰だお前ら。
力也、おい、力也。
I've gotta help him. You don't say. You got a pal of yours, Kiryu-chan? More like a brother. I haven't known him for long, but he's a good guy. I'd get my boys out searching for him if you want. They got peepers like hawks. If it wouldn't be too much trouble, let me know if anything comes up. You know me, Kiryu-chan. I'll ring you up even if it doesn't. Who's that kid the snake flower guys are after? Never saw him around till you showed back up. He's the cabinet of a pretty small family based down in Okinawa. What could the snake flower possibly want with him? Gee, I don't know. A hostage? Not sure. There's a chance Hamazaki is using Lao to lure you out. If they take your friend hostage, the plan's gonna work. Right. I'll save the florist. Just watch. You ready to leave the monitor room? Well, let's see. Nowhere to save in here, so yeah, we're leaving. Alrighty then. Now, there are no new sub-stories in this chapter. But we can now collect all of the locker keys, which I'm not going to be doing this episode. And, wait up, Kiryu-san. The Coliseum is open. I saw you in there flinging those fists of yours at the boss. Pretty dang impressive, I've got to say. I certainly don't feel that way after the way that fight went. Sorry, Nishida, I'm kinda in a hurry here. Oh, right. I guess I'll let you go then. Hey, but before you do, we're dusting off the old Coliseum and opening it back up for full-time business. I haven't seen the boss this pumped since that time he gave me acupuncture. Anyway, we've got a lot of beefy fighters lined up, so drop by and take a few swings when you get the chance. Thanks, Nishida, I will. Also, the casino down here is open. But, let's see. There is a weapons dealer we can talk to. I believe this is the guy. And see that many guys by yourself. Doesn't matter, I have to go. Somebody's out there needs my help. I can respect that. Well, if you need any supplies, be sure to buy them before you leave. Yeah, I get the feeling... Is he not? Oh, no, he's the dealer. Yeah, not a whole lot in terms of healing. Yeesh. Alright, well, unfortunately, looking ahead on the guide, it's going to be a whole lot of story, among other things, and we are running short on time for this episode, so I'm going to end things off there for today. If you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content, don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications for an upload, and please, leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.